Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Raids Week 18 Day 1 and happy April Fools everyone. But anyways, today it is Silverglade week, so we are going to be doing all of raids on Silverglade right now. So let's get into that. Let's see, go over that, and off to raid. So of course I showed a few teams earlier. Most of them are pretty much just going to be centered around Mang. However, we probably could get away with Dawnbringer just early on, which I'm almost tempted to do right about now because they're actually still weak enough that we could. Let's see. There's actually something else that's pretty funny that we could do that I actually want to mess around with a little bit. It was actually the second one I showed. I tested it a few times, but I didn't really use it like a huge amount. But I want to see what actually happens if we end up running... run Dawnbringer. Oops, wrong keyboard. Dawnbringer. I ended up switching the keyboard so it'd be easier. But now I keep switching, or now I keep using the other one because I'm so used to using the one I was just using. But anyways, let's go give this a shot real quick. This should be able to go quick enough to just hit it, and then we can just go from there. It might be a little bit weird butting in first, but I think it's going to actually work out that way. We're not going to be using it for that long like that, but I do initially want to do it this way. Where is the banner I'm looking for? I'm looking for anything that is pure blue and green. I mean, not pure and green. Blue and yellow. Either or. Ideally both, though I need it on a minus that isn't useful. We got a yellow one. Is there not yellow-blue? I'm almost guaranteed there's a yellow-blue. Problem is it's minus green. Is that still worth it? That's probably still worth it. We'll take that. Luckily, next patch, we are getting the ability to search specific banners. That's gonna be nice. Because there'll actually be a search option for it now. Well, let's go give this a shot. See if we could run this for the earlier battles, then switch over to something else as we progress a little bit further, more into a Mang or something. But for now, really bad starting board. So much so, I don't even want to cast on that. Wow, that is bad. Okay, maybe we'll still do it. We'll still do it, but yeah, that would happen. Giving Zugolf all his mana. Luckily, we could one-shot him pretty easily. And we do actually do extra damage based on his mana. Due to the raid troop this week. Ends up doing 1 damage per mana that the enemy has there. So if he ends up having 20 mana, well, that will be 20 additional damage. We'll give him some browns there. We already have enough damage to kill him, so that's the main thing we need. And then we just start poking with Dawnbringers. I was kind of hoping that the Elspeth would give us a little bit more this time around. But that starting board just didn't quite do it for us. Yeah, I might just go switch back to the Mang one. Because I'm pretty sure that's going to work out best for now. The only problem is Mang's still a little bit too slow to run this early in the battles. But it would definitely win. It just would take a little bit longer. That is how Mang is. Very slow, but very high damage. That is for sure. Okay, we'll go and grab a... We can actually kill it with green. Wait. Let's go do this. We'll go... Oh, no. Green Aurora. Never mind. You're blocking green. No. Actually, it's blocking all of its mana, color that we just got from that last trip there. So never mind. Let's poke that, and any poke will kill. So we need here to grab the blue, grab a poke, and he be dead. Get that down. As stealthy, but it can't stealthy now, since there's no targets left. And there we go. Hey, wait, do I not have that maxed? Might need to go do that pet real quick. Do we need to go do this pet? The answer is yes, we need 13 copies. Well, let me go and let me actually get rid of Necromancer. Necromancer, move over. We have a different, more useful hero class to go level. Go try leveling Plague Lord. It has half mana start, so there we go. Perfect. Okay, let's go get Plague Lord leveled a little bit more. Still need to get that to level 100. Oh yeah, Sun and Moon is available this week for $5. I normally don't go over those like little weapon thingies, but yes, Sun and Moon is one of the slightly better weapons. I personally don't really use it at all, but it is one of the full AoE weapons. And for $5, it could potentially be considered worth it. I don't personally use it for much, but there are some instances where you do need a yellow-purple AoE. Normally, if you own Dawnbringer, it's just better to use Dawnbringer. Or Black Manacle tends to be the 2 weapons that you use instead. But obviously, neither of those are yellow-purple specifically. So there are some instances where Sun and Moon could theoretically be used. However, Black Manacle plus Dawnbringer is essentially the same thing if you own those 2. Let's see. Is it worth buying? I don't know. If you're doing it for collection purposes and you just wanted to have it around as another option, it could be okay. If you're buying it just because you want a good weapon, then no, it's not that good of a weapon. It's useful in some situations, but it's not one you would use very often. You might bring it out for like maybe a daily task or something like that, or that's about it actually. If you were to ever bring it out, I think just putting it quickly onto a daily task when you just need like a quick hero weapon on it, when you need a specific coloration, is probably the only time it really gets used, I would say. Because Dawnbringer is a little bit too high of a mana cost for that, whereas something like that's only going to cost 8 compared to 10. But hello, I didn't even say hellos yet. Hello, Captain. Hello, Mulu. Hello, William. Hello, Alan. Let's see. Hello, Churros. Hello, Kevin. Hello, Boo Cow. Hello, Rodrigo. Hello, Birdleaf. Hello, Haley. Hello, Patrick. Hello, Marcelo. How about Trickster Shot? Oh yeah, Trickster Shot is definitely worth it. Trickster Shot is insanely worth it. It's one of the best weapons in the entire game right now. It's basically like Mang, except it gains magic instead of attack, and you just get to keep killing everything with one-shot casts instead of one-shot skulls. The biggest advantage it has compared to Mang is that since it is a casting ability, you can basically target anything with it. It's also a decent counter to things that have skull mitigation, since, well, it bypasses skull mitigation. Of course, you still have to worry about spell reduction, but there's not nearly as much with spell reduction as there is with skull mitigation, that is for sure. And also, hello, Skeleton King. Welcome, everyone. Okay, let's just get this pet done and head back to raids. But yeah, my other account's actually starting to get very close to to actually having some pets. I think we're currently at like a dozen or so. Of course, there's like 50-something. But it's making progress. Also, I was looking back to see how far back the Nintendo Switch version is. Gosh, it is far back. It is all the way from like June, the event right now, where it's getting Divinia and Dragon Soul and all that. Well, it's not getting Dragon Soul, but you know, it's getting Divinia and Lord Ember that week. That was a long time ago. That was actually a pretty interesting update too, because Divinia is really good. One of the best support troops in the entire game. Of course, Dragon Souls is great for souls. Unfortunately, the event week drop people on the normal version of Silverglade is pretty bad. There's Christine X, there's Queen Aurora. Other than that, not much. Queen Aurora is an insanely good mana generator, though. Mainly off its last trait, more so than its ability, though its main ability does too. But, yeah, Queen Aurora is about the only really good thing. Christine X, while it used to be pretty good in the past, is pretty average these days. There's still some instances you bring it out. But for the most part, definitely a lot less needed than it was before. Maybe if dragons ever make a comeback, but as they currently stand, dragons are only pretty average right now. There's a lot of things holding them back in the current meta. Between Submerge, the fact they're almost full AoEs, the fact that they don't have enough burns to work with something like their Mythic, like Elamagrim. And what else are they really missing? They tend to have really high mana costs, which makes them bad against mana drain. And there's one other really big fault to them. Oh yeah, duh, they don't have any proper mana generator and no half mana start. Once they get half mana start, dragons will just become pretty much everything again. But I'm not sure if they're ever going to give them half mana start. As one of the typings that it could be like Divines, and that if they give it a half mana start, it could just be have to be nerfed, just because 50% might be too much mana for them. What happened with Divines, and it might happen with dragons too, which is why they haven't bothered doing it with dragons. Also, why did I throw Key? It definitely would have been enough damage. Hello, Steph. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Okay, we'll grab all that yellow there. Get herself a destroy. Get everything rolling. Get another key. Grab all of our greens that we end up needing there. And then we just destroy into the final hits, which will hopefully be this key. Come on now. Come on, key. There we go. You have only 500 event keys, only. And resources to make 4 legendaries at Soulforge. Better wait for rotation, isn't it? Yes, hold your event keys and save your diamonds for mythics. You should pretty much only be crafting mythics with your diamonds. Very, very, very rarely would you not. And that's mainly to get a copy of a Dragon Soul and maybe like a few other really key legends. But for the most part, you try to, as minimally as possible, spend diamonds on legends, as you'll easily have all legends maxed out way before you own every mythic. So you should save all your diamonds for mythics if you can help it. Early on in the game, like super early on, it's sometimes okay to craft 1, maybe 2, maybe 3. But beyond that, you wouldn't really want to do it the later you progress into the game, because you would only get them early on as a way to help progress your account. Make dragons great again. No, we do not need a hat like that. Though I am getting a math hat soon. Doing TM. Yeah, one of the candidates for president's doing they have a math hat because of all the statistics and facts. But yeah, I figured I'd get the math hat because it's applicable and it looks non-political as well whenever just wearing it neutrally. So it works out perfectly. Unlike Trump's hat, which is just no. That is just no. Let's see. What would take that? Grab what do we need here? Grab all the gold all the way to max. Pick yourself a green over. I am surprised more campaigns don't utilize hats though. Hats are nice. What do we even take here? We'll go and grab a purple to red. Hoping for a double, apparently not. Let's take a green into surge into brown there. Everything destroyed. And then we just triple key. Get one down, get two, and then the other one will get clipped off the end there. Okay, so we'll grab all that. Take another destroy. Make dragons great again. You're on it. Sounds like a plan. We will get merch eventually. I'm not sure when I'm gonna bother doing merch for the channel, but we will eventually. Eventually. Hey, we got 2 of them. Nice. Okay. Oh, better than 1. Still need 11. Still ages away. But at least as a pet, we didn't already have max. I feel like almost every pet, we still only have like half max. Like there's 67 pets. I think I only have like 37, or not 37, but about 30 of them maxed or so, somewhere in the 30s. Yet, it feels like almost every single time we end up getting like 80%, 90% repeats. It's really annoying. Anyways, back to raids. Back to a normal team of raids as well. Well, let's just try Elspeth one last time. She can get some really good starts. She was earlier. Just that previous board was pretty bad, and this one isn't the greatest either. So not much we can really utilize with this. I guess we'll take a purple for now. Purple to brown or red. Actually, we'll take a red over for now. Take it that way. Start getting that Dawnbringer up. Still almost nothing to use on this board. So let's let that move over. Go grab herself a... Oh, I don't even know what I want here. I guess we just go grab a purple for now and just start getting that done. Hats are expensive, buttons are cheap. I like Ike. Yes, the old references. The very old references. Do I have Sun and Moon? What upgrades does it have? Oh yeah, sure, I can go show Sun and Moon's upgrades real quick for any of you that want to know. They're not good, I can tell you that. I already know that. What they specifically are, I'll need to go check. But I can tell you they're not good. I believe it's destroy 1 yellow, destroy 1 purple, and some other mess. Also, Elspeth, can you stop failing? Also, if you ever wonder why I use Firebomb instead of Elspeth, it's what you just saw right there. Is exactly why every Explore team I ever run does not use her anymore. While she can get the quickest possible win in the entire game, teams that end up utilizing her, her consistency over the course of an hour or even just within a few battles, she's probably going to miss. Unless you wait for the proper board, which if you're doing Explore or something, you don't have time to do within the battle. She can very easily miss even though she creates like 11 gems. But anyways, let's get rid of her. Not wanting to cooperate right now. So, plan B, which is technically plan A. So let's go back to this and just do it with Mang. Not even sure we're going to need Mang. That's a little overkill. And before I go and click battle, I'm going to go show Sun and Moon. So, Sun and Moon, this is what Sun and Moon gives, if any of you are interested. Weapons. This is Sun and Moon. It deals damage to all enemies and gives +1 magic to all allies. It's very similar to that of War and Peace and Fire and Ice. Fire and Ice and Sun and Moon being not obtainable by most means. However, this is currently available for $5 at the moment. I think it originally came out for like, oh wow, I don't even have it upgraded at all. Just goes to show how really bad it is. But it destroys a yellow, destroys a purple, submerges itself, which is kind of weird for a yellow-purple weapon. You would assume like Fire and Ice would do that. And burns the first enemy. Wait, this is Sun and Moon, right? Why does this feel like this should be Fire and Ice? Does Fire and Ice have Sun and Moon's perks? I never really even like looked at these other than seeing that it was useless. Like, these seem correct, but why does it have Submerge and Burn? That seems totally what should be on the Fire and Ice. Did they really confuse it? Wait, hold up. I need to go check Fire and Ice. There might actually be a possibility that Fire and Ice has the 2 last traits that Sun and Moon should have. That'd be really funny if it does. Fire and Ice. Let's see. Freeze first enemy. No, that's right. Why is the Sun and Moon so weird? I guess Sun for Burn and Moon for Submerge, but wouldn't Moon be enchant, especially since this kingdom is enchant based. I don't know. Yeah, what is Sun and Moon even from kingdom wise? Yeah, it's even from Silverglade. Why doesn't it give enchant? It should definitely be enchant. Burn, I guess, somewhat makes sense. But Submerge should definitely be enchant. But regardless, it's useless. It's perks anyways. It as a weapon is very occasionally used for actually, let me go upgrade it by 5 because of that. Where to go? Right there. But it's sometimes used for daily tasks. But other than that, as long as you have Dawnbringer and as long as you have Black Manacles, you never really tend to use it. Black Manacles has more damage, a lower mana cost by 1, and better effects all around. But yeah, it's 2 higher damage. Better coloration too because it uses brown, so you can take it for barriers. Still uses that purple. Devours a random enemy at 20% and has better perks than what the other weapon has. And other than that, the other one is obviously Dawnbringer, which is just one of the best AoE weapons in the game. And it just hits everything, barriers all allies, and you know all the other effects that ends up having extra boost ratio off of yellow allies, and a little bit extra magic to itself on reds. Perks aren't really the greatest, but the base weapon is so good that between the two of those, you tend to almost never use Sun and Moon, unfortunately. Very occasionally Fire and... actually, never mind. Even Fire and Ice, I guess you technically wouldn't. Really only War and Peace. That's the one that you get for free from completing out Kazale. So, yeah, not much of a need to go worry about the other ones. The moon has effect on tides. I guess so. I guess if you look at it that way, it would work. That is correct, because of the gravitational pull of the moon. We'll go through that down. One-shot that. Oh, but I should use Mang first. I keep forgetting. Well, not I keep forgetting. I think that's actually the first time I forgot. That's not too big a deal. They're weak enough still that I think you can almost one-shot them. Wait, how much damage? Oh, never mind. You're not going to one-shot them. They don't have anywhere near enough mana. You don't get boost ratio on it. Oh, let's do that. Poke that. And that'll definitely be enough to one-shot Skull him. Find a Skull. That'd be great. Do we have a drop right there? No, we did not. So let's go through this onto a bunch of yellows. Get all the mana that we need. And... Skull dead. Come on. There we go. Okay. Graveseer. What do you convert again? Green. Green to purple. That's not going to hurt us too badly. You don't necessarily need green. And if there are greens on the board, we could just utilize it immediately instead. If you're not too busy, could you possibly briefly explain Guild Wars? You've entered your guild in this week, but don't know how it works. Okay, we could go do a brief explanation on Guild Wars real quick. Oh, it's going to be slightly hard to explain on this account. However, I do have the Nintendo Switch set up. So, let me go do that. I haven't actually even set up some of my stuff on that. I won't actually be streaming that account tonight. However, we will be tomorrow. But, 1 second. Let me just win this battle out. Kill that Vow Raven as well. There's a bunch of purples. A lot of purple. Luckily he's blocked on yellow, so he shouldn't escape at all. So I'll take that, grab a red skull. Try getting a Mang down here if we can. We'll just do a bunch more purple, which don't really do anything but help us this time. We'll take that skull, Mang the bird, and then we can just poke it, and that would pretty much be match. Also, Mang, why are you only 3 HP? Stop almost going down. Okay, we'll just throw that down, kill that, and even if it does go down, it's not going to be that big a deal. But at this point, I might as well just throw this at purple. There's so much purple. Just so we can take a skull and then kill him off that skull. Is that skull not enough damage? It's not. Dun dun dun. Okay, what do we do here? I guess we throw Mang at him. It's into ability. Even if hero dies here, he still goes down. And that is that. Hello, Mystic. Welcome. Okay, so that's that. Also, while we're here, let's collect these. Got an orb. Hopefully something juicy from the orb, like a blue, and only a blue. Nope, the useless orange. In early game, that'd be nice. Okay, Guild Wars explanation real quick. Let me go bring that up. I do have the Nintendo Switch version thingy up. Where'd it go? Boom. Okay, so, Guild Wars. If we go over to Guild. Oh, wait, let me go mute one of these audios. Let's see. Let me mute the desktop for now. There we go. Okay, just so you don't have 2 Gems of War audios going at once. But anyways, that should be muted. Hopefully it's muted now. Should be. Anyways, Guild Wars. Really quick explanation on this. So, main thing to note is every month there is a Guild Wars. You'll be fighting 6 different guilds, and let's see. Where should I start explaining this? But basically, you have 6 guilds that you get to fight. Every single day is associated with a different color. The amount of bonus that you get for that is based on how upgraded your all your statues are within your guild, and you can do that by doing tasks. Tasks end up giving you more resources while also upgrading these. These have multiple different benefits, and one of those is giving you slightly more points for Guild Wars, among many others. But as far as the Guild Wars itself, you have 6 different guilds that you'll fight, one by each day. On Monday, it has just the preparation for it, and then each day you get a new guild to fight. You can do all these battles on the last day if you want, so you can just wait all the way till Sunday or Saturday or something to go and do them. However, you cannot do any of the days prior. So let's say Saturday, you could do all 5 of these on Saturday, and then do the other one on Sunday. But basically, every single day, Tuesday ends up unlocking the first one, then Wednesday, then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it goes down like that. But as far as what you need to do for each day, you have to go and use, ideally, a team that uses as many of that color as you can on that specific day, and try to win all 5 of the battles. So on this first day, you'd want to try using 4 yellow troops, though realistically this early in the game, you'd probably only want to do 2 or 3, because trying to use 4 would be near impossible most likely, with whatever options you have. But yeah, so just try putting the 2, 3, 4 of your best yellows together into a coherent team, and then you have to go and fight and try to win. You are allowed to repeat with these. The only thing to really note is that you need to try to accumulate as much mana as possible, as much more mana than the enemy as possible, as much more damage as the enemy as possible, and to try to win as quickly as possible. These factors help you to try to get slightly more points. While they don't make a gigantic difference, they do start to add up throughout the battles. But basically, the basic bottom line is you just have to build any team of these colors using as many as you can, and you get more points for doing so. As far as defends, you want to make sure all 6 of these are unique. I currently haven't done that. Once you hit around level 60 or so, or 70 or 80, you should have enough team slots to be able to have 6 distinct teams that you keep each, that you designate specifically for your defend teams for Guild Wars. But all these you'd want to make sure are completely different. So for example, we'd want to make sure that each one of these has 4 completely unique troops that are not the same as these 4 troops. Of course, all right now, they're all exactly the same because I haven't changed them yet. But for example, let's just go and do, I'm pretty sure anything I click will have 4 different ones. But for example, we'd want to have a team like this and a team like this, where all 4 of these are completely different from all 4 of these, and then every other one is also completely different from all 4 of those. I still need to go adjust these. I'll be doing that later tonight on this account. Haven't yet. These are a little bit of upgrades that you can get for higher stats during Guild Wars. This early in the game, you could pretty much just completely ignore them. They are not worth getting, so don't even bother. This is just the attack screen. Once Guild Wars actually starts, you'll have 5 battles here, and you'll be able to go do your 5 battles with your invasions. And it just shows the results and the rankings based on your guild and how far you're up. Keep in mind, if you do end up getting stats, the higher up you are, the more stats you end up getting as a bonus. So for example, us being up here, we're getting a little bit of extra bonus stats from everyone else below us. And other than that, here's just the rankings with all the rewards that we end up getting. Also, for whatever reason, they really messed up the bracket system on Nintendo Switch, because right now, we are in the 2nd lowest bracket in the entire game, somehow, with the highest amount of trophies. Also, we have a guild right over here who is ranked 27, who's in the 2nd lowest bracket in the game. We have Sons of Somber, which is the 5th highest trophy earning and most active guild in the game, yet they are in the 2nd to last bracket. And the entirety of the bracket system is just completely broken. Not sure if they're going to be fixing this soon, but yeah, some of the best guilds in the entire game are in the lowest 2 brackets in the game, because I assume that's the end of the line, because why is there only 4 people in bracket 24? I've never seen a bracket that doesn't have 10, because they always have 10. But anyways, but yeah, you get various rewards based on wherever your guild currently is. And it's mainly just some guild troops that you end up getting, as well as some gems and a little bit of gold. Yeah, pretty much Guild Wars is this, once you get more towards mid-game, like currently it's going to be really, really messy initially on the Nintendo Switch version, just because it's just kind of started out and everything. But as it progresses, Guild Wars is actually the most skill-based thing in the entire game, mainly because everyone's pretty much at the same possible chance. You only get 5 battles. You have to do as best as possible in those 5 battles. Out of everything that's like based on your skill, Guild Wars is probably the best representation of it, and one of the hardest game modes actually, just because of how well you need to do in order to score higher than other guilds. But as you start playing it, some becomes quite a bit more clear with everything that you need to do within it. But the basic bottom line you need to know is make sure you set all 6 teams to be completely unique and have no repeats. On none of these should be the exact same troops. And on your invasion day each day when you go under attack, you can use absolutely anything, and you can even repeat them. However, you want to make sure at least most of them as possible are the color of the day. So you want to use 2, 3, or 4 yellows on that day, 2, 3, or 4 browns on this day, 2, 3, or 4 purples on that day, so on and so forth. Trying to utilize as many as you possibly can while still building a coherent team. But yeah, that's pretty much how Guild Wars goes down. Also, while we're here, let's go grab Tribute. And then let's go close out of this. Oh, apparently we got a pet. I don't think I have enough time for it right now. We'll grab it later. It's only Darkstone. Darkstone can wait. There's nothing good in Darkstone. Anyways, let me go switch that back over. And back to raids. There we go. Anyways, where were we? If you have any other questions, let me know, and we'll go over them all. But yeah, it's weird that Nintendo switches on a different event system. Of course, on every other version right now, it's raids right now. Speaking of that, back to raids. Go and clear these out. Keep going. Yep, no problem, Connor. Oh, you're going against my guild in 2 days. Nice. What do we take here? But yeah, I really hope they fix the bracket system. I see what the old console versions were saying when they said how broken the bracket system is. I didn't notice it at first because they actually did it correctly on PC Mobile. There wasn't as big of an issue. But they seem to really mess up the bracket system on every console version so far. I'm not sure how every single console version got so much more messed up than the other versions. But they did. Which is unfortunate. What do we even take here? Because my entire guild's most likely losing 1,500 gold or gems this week because of that, as well as possibly into future weeks as well. So of course missing it this week is the most relevant one, because missing in the future won't matter as much, even though it still matters obviously. But missing on the very first week is really important because 1,500 less gems is a huge difference. And what's kind of funny is there's only one active guild even in bracket 1 currently, and they have like a 100% chance of getting first place. Because they're the only guild with 30 members. Let's see. But if they were actually up against other good guilds, they would probably make like second to last or third to last. But because they're the only one in bracket 1, they're going to make first. Very easily. What do we even take here? We'll go grab Mang. That down. But yeah, I sent a support ticket to them. Not sure if they're actually going to get it done in time. Probably not. Guild Wars starts on that version in, what, 7 hours or so? So they're almost guaranteed not going to get that fixed in time. Let's go for that for now. Grab a skull and kill it with way more than enough damage. Gems of War guides. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's my playlist of a bunch of Gems of War guides. I really need to make a proper one. Or not a proper one, but I really need to start making some more slightly up-to-dated ones. Because I do have, like, plenty of guides out there. But, I almost just need to go one weekend and just spend the entire weekend figuring out which guides are up-to-date, which ones aren't, and make an entire playlist out of them, and then fixing them. Like, you know, whichever ones... like, if any of them aren't up-to-date, making a new video going and making them up-to-date, and then adding them to that list. It's going to be a long project, though. That's just going to take longer than a weekend, but I need to just take a weekend, take it one by one, and just identify which ones aren't up-to-date first, and then go from there. Well, we'll take that. That should be enough to kill. Use so much mana right now. Actually, just the damage that thing gets from the multiplier, not even counting that right there, but if you take just the multiplier and just the amount of mana he currently has, almost enough to kill him right there. Not even counting his base damage, which is already like over 150 due to the boss multiplier. Okay, all we need now is a Mang into that weapon. Probably the easiest way to win this. We could also skull into that weapon. Either or is fine, so we'll do it that way. And oh, why does it keep saying weapon? It looks like a weapon because all it's showing is a weapon. But let's just do it with that. There we go. Let's see. You have Lord Arundel and Mang, but don't have the Mythics you're using. What are the 2 other troops you could use? You can end up using... we ended up showing that earlier. It was this one right over here. Let's see, PvP. It's Elspeth and, what's his name? KrissTigger. But yeah, Mang, Lord, Irandel, KrissTigger, Princess Elspeth. You cast Princess Elspeth on herself to go get a bunch of yellow or blue mana. You then cast Mang on first slots when you can, or on raid troop, I mean, on the raid boss. You then kill it with Lord Irandel, and KrissTigger is there as the backup summon, the board control, and some damage. And it'll passively gain mana over time just from simply taking a purple. Even though the team doesn't use it, you still end up getting the mana from it just from random cascade. But yeah, and if you don't have KrissTigger, you could just end up putting... Actually, what would you put there if you don't have KrissTigger? Not sure if you can even downgrade much more beyond that. But let's see. I guess technically a second Princess Elspeth, but that would probably be a little overkill on the Elspeth. But technically you could do that. If you already have one, you might as well just go a second. Wouldn't even need to trade another troop. But because you have to keep in mind, even though she's yellow-blue, and it looks like this team would have a lot of yellow-blue, if she kills herself, she does become a completely random new troop. Also, if you have two of them, you can keep casting the Elspeth onto your last slot, or simply just have both of them kill itself out. But yeah, there isn't really too many other options. Maybe Wisp. Freeze pointless. Yeah, it's basically Wisp, maybe Elven Bard, and a second Elspeth are your only other options if you need to downgrade further than that. Where we guild raids. That's not raids. Ew, don't go to Guild Wars. Raids and fights. 100k gold keys. Very nice. I'm not even sure how many gold keys I'm currently sitting at. I believe we're currently sitting at I want to say 70,000. I'm not sure I'm gonna hit 100,000 because I might be opening some soon. Not sure yet. Not quite sure. I'll kill that out. Go get herself a green yellow right over there. Get a Queen Aurora going. Throw it down to yellow so we can go get all of our mana for everything. Let's see. At this point, I kind of just need skulls. Too bad there's nothing in this kingdom that creates skulls. The single thing has that capability. So unfortunately, we cannot. But we'll take that over. Forever Poke. Currently, this revives off of 25%. Well, not revive, but, you know, creates a little summon thing. We do have enough skull damage to one-shot everything. If we can get another Mang, that'd be pretty convenient as well, because we can just throw that right into his anything and kill it with the other troop. That should be enough damage, or at least very close to doing so. So let me go try grabbing a brown or a red here, because it's going to be what kills. We'll try for the skull there as well, and got it. Brown and red, where are you? Let's grab the blue for now. Kill that going. Take that, even though we'll be able to get a skull out of it. Maybe he won't go for it, but no, he does. Okay. But now we can just Mang it to the weapon. I don't think there's any immediate skulls, so we just do that. And, oh, there's immediate skull. Could have killed it either way. But there we go. Might as well go with overkill. Okay, on to the next one. So did we get any rewards here? No, we're probably not going to get it, unless there's other people in my guild doing it right now. We're not going to get nearly as much to be able to get all of it. Oh, did you miss something? Is there a reason why people are putting up super hard defend teams in PvP? I'm not sure why people are setting super hard defend teams in PvP all of a sudden. I have noticed a spike in increase in difficulty recently as well. But yeah, I'm not quite sure why. One of the reasons I've been avoiding PvP for the most part, at least on my main account. Because if everyone's just running the meta, it gets pretty stale. Because you can't run anything but the meta against the meta, or else everything's going to be too weak that you try using against it in late game. Why I haven't been doing PvP as much recently on my main account. In early game and mid game, it's a lot of fun. But of course, late game, everyone, at least currently, seems to be using the most overpowered teams you could possibly build. A lot of rope dart teams, a lot of, which is a weapon that most people can't even obtain as well. A lot of Yagway, Queen Titania teams, a lot of Lust teams, even though those aren't as annoying. But without a proper counter, it can be. And similar things to that. Dragon's Eye teams have died at least, though. We are getting rebalance next patch, so we'll see what that does. But yeah, as soon as we have some rebalance, I'm going to probably do another teams video soon. Kind of just addressing the team balance and what's actually good in the meta at the time. Of course, we'll find out more on that once the meta develops. But, you know, just like first impressions and everything with that. See what ends up becoming good or bad after next patch. Because next patch does 100% confirmed have rebalance in it. What that rebalance is, we have not the slightest clue. But it is coming. Also, speaking about coming soon, next patch, very soon. Very, very soon. Like, it could be tomorrow soon, though it might not be. But it could legitimately be tomorrow soon. Actually, for all we know, it could be tonight soon. Probably not, though. If it was tonight soon, it would probably be on the Gems of War forum already. We'd see a post. If I click this right now, it would say, hey, 4.3 patch notes. But no, there's no 4.3 patch notes. Unfortunately. But you never know. Could happen soon. Could happen soon. Maybe we'll be able to get it out of Salty. Except if we ask her, she's just going to bring up soon TM. I'm pretty sure someone will still ask. And if someone doesn't, I'll ask. But yeah, she'll just bring up the soon TM. But yeah, it is really getting soon. Like, really, really soon. Like, I'm not kidding when I say it could be tomorrow soon. Don't expect it tomorrow, but it could happen. It could happen. Like, the patch is pretty much already ready. I don't know why they haven't rolled it out. Let's see. Unless there's a problem with it on one of the versions, which might have happened behind the scenes. But to my understanding, this patch has been, like, completely finished for, like, a few weeks now. Of course, they have to approve it and everything, all across all the platforms. It normally doesn't take that long. Normally, like, a week or two. Okay. We'll go and throw that down on last slot. Grab our skull there. Grab our brown. Take another brown. And now at this point, all we need is just a nice skull. I'll throw Mank for now, just in case we can get another ability, which will just kill him out. Which at this point, it seems like the way we'll go. It'll be quicker than trying to get another skull. And dead. Hello, Bobby. Hope I'm doing well. You've got one Roccirouva. Who do you put with him for quick souls? Dragon Soul, if you have. Ideally, you would end up using Dragon Soul with Roccirouva, Azurus, and Umberwolf. Alternatively, you can also use Dragon Soul, Roccirouva, anything with Necromancy in the entire game, as well as Hero using Purple Storm, which will do basically the same effect and is slightly cheaper than the previous team mentioned, as it doesn't require anywhere near as many red-purple arcane trait stones. And other than that, if you truly had to, you could also do Warlock, Valkyrie, Roccirouva. That's not as advised. You can do that on first challenge, Divinian Field. Dragon Soul is way better to use on challenges to quick farm souls. However, you can do it with a double Warlock instead with Valkyrie. You just put the Roccirouva all the way in the back. And obviously with all these teams, everything should be traded. Except with the Dragon Soul. Dragon Soul doesn't have to be traded. But everything else in all those teams do need to be fully traded. Okay, we'll take the yellow there. Roll that rolling. We got our poke. Now I just need Mang up and operational. So we can go and combo that into something. So we'll take that over. Come on. There we go. Come on. There we go. Okay, let's just throw Mang down on, I guess, his last slot for now. And first slot will just die to random skull pretty soon anyways. Should be way more than enough damage, especially since it does an extra 12. And now we just need to find skulls. Too bad Queen Aurora can't aim at skulls. That'd be so convenient. But it will. What do we even take here? I also need to go get Mang. I'm just going to use this on red and hope it goes. Nope. Complete miss. Gonna double purples at this point. Start spamming out the dagger guy. But, what's his name again? Shadowblade, right? Yeah, Shadowblade. Has one word. Okay, we'll take that. Come on, skulls. You know you want to. Just need 2 little pokes. All we need. What do we even grab here? What do we grab? None of it looks good. At this point, I might as well start poking him. Oh, never mind. He's stealthy. Fine, we'll start poking him. Someone needs to get poked. Okay, we'll take that over. That brown we'll just take for barrier's sake, because at this point, it almost looks like we're going to lose a troop. Seriously. What are these skulls? Please stop casting your ability. Here, I'll take a purple. Fine. You can stop. There we go. What do we need for now? I almost need to pass my turn, but that's not going to help. Well, because I can't. We'll take that for now. That. Everything there would have given him a skull. But that's fine. We'll go take a red for now. Start getting another Mang. Start throwing down his other ability. So extra turn. We'll try for a Sky Skull. Please give us a skull already. Okay, well, we can't drop that down, so let's poke him again. I have to poke that one, though we're probably going to get skull now because he's right in kill range. I'll take blue for now because there's more blue than yellow at the moment. And there we go. Finally, we can get that kill. And now 1 skull. Unless the agile is at 120%, which is like a 100% chance that will happen. We'll throw a Mang at him, so we only need 1 more of the other ability, which he cannot dodge. So if we could just get this down and not miss would be great. Looks like blue's the most populated, so we'll throw it on blue, between blue and yellow. And dead. There we go. Don't even need a skull. Why is Dragon Soul better than Keeper of Souls? Because Dragon Soul gives you 15 souls per cast, and Keeper of Souls gives you 0. But yeah, Keeper of Souls does not give you any souls. He gives you Necromancy, which can help gain you more souls, but you need a soul gainer in order to get that up. A Keeper of Souls is almost never used for soul farming. You can get some passive souls while you're using him. My sound just dropped off. Did it really? What sound? Completely? Or... Wait, is it like dropping off as in like in and out? It did that earlier during the video too, I noticed. Is it completely out? Or is it just... Wait, let me go type into chat because you might not be able to hear me now if it's completely out. But, there we go. I'll take that. Grab a skull. Get a mang. Yeah, it was doing that a little bit earlier where it like cut out for like a second and came back. It was weird. I noticed that on the earlier video. I wasn't going to record the whole thing though, just because of that. Because I do them all in one take normally. Very occasionally I don't, but almost always I do. What do we take here? Grab the yellow there. Input volume got knocked down. Nope, it's as loud as it's always been. It might just be because I'm talking into a different direction than the mic. Could try moving it over a little bit. Let's see. Does that help some? Because now it's quite a bit closer. Yeah, that should be a bit better. It's just because I have it in a slightly weirder format than I normally do because I have all the Nintendo Switch set up, so I don't have to constantly keep dragging it down and back up every single time. Now I just have everything set up simultaneously. So if I need to just bring up the Nintendo Switch version, boom, we can. It doesn't have any delay at all compared to before. Also, speaking about Nintendo Switch version, since I'm not covering it today and I'm probably going to open it for some stuff, let me actually go show something real quick. We ended up getting a second power orb. My main account doesn't even have one yet. Let me see. Let me get rid of that. Okay, let me go show this real quick because I'm probably not going to show it on stream earlier. But we have our second power orb now because we ended up tying on Invasion leaderboard. Only a 2-way tie. It was a 7-way tie earlier, but someone ended up passing and then we repassed. We ended up getting a major orb from Bounty Hunter, and then we just got the normal PvP loot. So we'll grab that. We'll grab our major orb and hope that it is... I don't even know what orb I want. I almost want to say orange. I know that sounds really, really weird, but I think purple and orange. Like a major blue, we're already going to have enough power orbs to craft Zugoff, so I'm not even sure if I want a major blue. Orange! I am actually not disappointed with that. Because if we get a Mythic, that is a fully traded Mythic immediately, and that's exactly what I'm saving it for. Unless we get, like, an absurdly insane legend. But even Dragon Soul, I wouldn't bother doing it on. Divinia, I wouldn't bother doing it on. So I think we might just wait till a Mythic on that. But let's grab the Power Orb. And this is really sad, but we have, if I go under my thing real quick, my main has 0 Power Orbs, technically. You could craft 7 if it wanted to, but it currently has 0. This account has 2! And we're only 6 away. This account is 1 week gold, and we're 6 away from you know, just having all that we possibly need. We'll have Zugoff at that point. Luckily, that's a complete waste of our orbs, so it's not going to make our resources too ahead of schedule. And these event keys, I'm probably just going to, or these gems, I'm probably just going to be a wasting. Try to get Dragon Soul and Divinia. Actually, with that being said, so I don't have to do it off stream, and so I could do it later tonight while I'm just chilling before bed. Let me go and open them now because I'm not going to be streaming this account later tonight. So let's go get ourselves a Dragon Soul. I don't know if I still keep going until I get. I probably won't. We could keep going until we get Divinia as well. Something says not to, but Divinia is so good. I don't know. Something says not to. Got our Dragon Soul. I think we just take our Dragon Soul and bail. Obviously, Dragon Soul is one of the absolute best early game troops in the entire game, which almost makes me want to try to get Divinia because Divinia is pretty good with it. But yeah, it can do 20 damage to all enemies per cast. It gains 15 souls per cast. Makes soul farming really easy. Makes damage to enemies very easy. You can run it through all of PvP, run it like a sunbird, and basically just kill everything in 1-2 shots. Really insanely good troop. But yeah, we got Dragon Soul. It's actually one of the only few legends that is worth going out of your way just to not even open the event keys in early game, but also just to craft in Soulforge. If you want to go and spend like 800 diamonds on it. I don't think it's currently available. Actually, what troops are available on Nintendo Switch version this week? Junk. Oh, and Furnace. That's actually pretty good crafts. First craft. Unfortunately, no one has 4,000 diamonds. We have one of the highest diamond numbers in the game, and we're at 315. I think the absolute highest you could have by now is about 400 or so. But in the current state of the game, yeah, no one can afford a Legend or a Mythic at this point on Nintendo Switch version. Not for a little while anyways. Anyways, where were we? Let's keep going with the other version. Up. Wait, didn't get rid of it. There we go. I almost started playing while having the wrong screen up there. I know, I might go get Divinia later. If we get Divinia, I'll do it on stream. But for now, I just wanted to get Dragon Soul. Because obviously Dragon Soul is just amazing. It's one of the best legends in the entire game from an early game perspective, and also just good in general throughout the entire game. When first starting out, it's one of the most key legends that you could possibly get your hands on. So it's really convenient that it's the very first, or technically second event, but you know, it's the first new event, or new event on Nintendo Switch. But, yeah, that's kind of nice that they gave us the Dragon event. I don't know, maybe they deliberately did that. Who knows? Probably not. But that's really nice that we went right into the Dragon event, because that is probably one of the best value that you could ever do for event keys. What do we even need here? We'll go grab, I'll take a green for now. Entire board shuffle. That's not good. Okay, well, let's go grab those greens, grab those purples. Get yourself a bunch of mana off those yellows. Take that yellow right over there. Grab a hit onto last slot there. Check the mail about the new legendary troop. Not the one you made a video about this morning, but just appeared about an hour ago in the news event section. Check your mail about the new wait, they added an April... No, they didn't add a new April Fool's troop joke thing. I'm almost guaranteed there's nothing there. You shall not fool me today. But no, there was no troop added. Or there shouldn't have been. There was nothing scheduled. But I'll go check real quick. But I almost know for sure that there isn't. Well, I'll go and just double check. Who knows, maybe I just didn't see it. I'm guaranteed there's nothing in my mail right now. Yep. I know, I'm no fun. But yeah, it's really obvious. It's not even blinking. Like, if it was blinking right now, it'd be like, you know, a little bit like, okay, maybe it is happening. But we don't even have any mail to claim, let alone one like that. But no, I already know what the whole event schedule is like a month in advance. So, yeah, not really going to be surprised by something like that, unfortunately. I was rickrolled last night, though, with someone on stream. Siplom actually rickrolled us. Let's see. And then he lost my trust all day. So if he comes here, I do not trust him today. But anyways, let's go and keep going with raids. Maybe we'll go and dump all of our battles. Well, we'll keep going until Salty streams, so we'll go for another about half an hour or so. Salty will be covering the new Mythic coming out this Friday, if I'm not mistaken. I forget if that's what she officially said she's doing, but that's most likely what she's doing. Next Mythic is pretty much useless. It's kind of like Corvash, but Corvash is better. It does more damage than Corvash, and it has a summon, whereas Corvash does not have a summon. Both those summons are actually not that bad. However, it's just not going to work out compared to having stun and everything else that Corvash does. Basically, it does a bunch of true damage to the first two enemies, exactly like Corvash, except it does more damage. And it ends up doing a summon of a random Wrath or a Lust. I believe it has one other side effect. But for the most part, it doesn't seem like it's really going to be used for anything. Maybe some kind of true damage team in the future. They keep trying to make true damage work by adding more Mythic true damage troops, but they keep making them like too underwhelming for the most part to really bother with. And it's kind of surprising because even things like Megavore, something that was kind of true damage, though I guess he technically makes everything true damage since he tears all the armor. But even something like that, while really good of a troop, he didn't really make true damage come back or anything. Well, I guess technically you don't need to use true damage if you're using it with Megavore. But he didn't even make, like, Orb Weaver meta. Like, it was decent for Delves. But as far as from, like, a PvP perspective, you never really need, Megavore into, Weaver. It somewhat works, but it's just not, compared to all the other options that you have out there for lower mana cost, it just doesn't work compared to them. Like, the team isn't bad, it's just, well, most true damage teams aren't bad. It's just they're slow compared to whatever else exists in the game at any other given moment in time. Very rarely has true damage ever been the best method in the game for winning quickly. These current days, it's almost never been the most efficient method. It's because true damage just hasn't been good lately. Bleed didn't even help fix that either. Though, in all fairness, there aren't really that many good bleed options currently. The best one is that one legend from Fangowolf, and that's about the closest we have. But yeah, we don't really have any good options for any of them, really. Like, the 3 new stats effects they added a couple months back, none of them, like, we don't have a 4 times of any of them yet. The best bleed is that legend from Fangowolf. The best curse is that new weapon they just added on Friday, that one, Essence of Evil. And the best bless is Quillen, that you end up doing with Skull Spam. But, yeah, we don't really have any 4 times. We don't have it, or, you know, we don't have it where it does the entire team. We don't have it where it does it on 4 times, 5 times matches. Actually, never mind. We do have that with bleed, but only with bleed. And, yeah, there's still so much more they could do with it. But they'll do it in time. They're not going to release, like, every possible option with it immediately. But it's been a couple months, and we've only gotten a few options for each of them. Not really that many. Like, literally, we just got Essence of Evil last Friday, a few days ago, and that's just became the best curse option. But they could still make much better curse options than that, even though that was pretty solid. Because even though it is double curse, it's not normally used for the aspect of double curse, even though I guess it technically could be. It's more so used for its entire one disable to a troop. Yeah, Tesla does have decent builds, that is true. Tesla is actually pretty decent. Tesla is about as good as Crimson Bat used to be. Or maybe that, not quite. Crimson Bat used to be like one-shot instant win. But, yeah, she's about the same level as Bat. Like, after he got his first nerf or after his second nerf. I think Crimson Bat's been nerfed like 5 times. But Tesla's actually never been nerfed or buffed. But she's always been consistent on that gigantic armor buff. Ends up feeding her more true damage. That ends up killing out a lot of pieces of content. Really good in early and mid-game, too. Because you can run any piece of content with just Tesla. Dwarven Gate, Valkyrie, Tesla, or Triple Dwarven Gate, Tesla, stuff like that. While they are a bit clunky of teams, they are ridiculously cheap to build, and once you have, other than the Tesla. So if you end up having Tesla, you can pretty much just run through everything throughout most of early game. Let's see. Yeah, we could do a pure blue Guild War with her if we actually had her. Unfortunately, we don't. We could run Triple Dwarven Gate into Tesla. That'd be pretty funny for Guild War in early game. It would work. Fortunately, don't own a Tesla. The only good legends we own are our Nintendo Switch account currently is Glaceon and the Dragon Soul we literally just got a couple minutes ago when I just opened them. Those are the only 2 legends we currently have that are noteworthy. I guess technically Artima slightly, but now that it's not her event week anymore, she's just kind of average, and I don't think I'll be using her much. But mainly Glaceon and Dragon Soul are the only 2 particularly noteworthy legends that we've gotten, and we still have 0 mythics on our other account. I don't expect getting a mythic until like a couple weeks, not longer. I'm actually curious what our first mythic will be, though. If I'm not mistaken, next Friday is also a new mythic for the Nintendo Switch account. So if that is the case, I wonder which one's actually going to be. I can't remember which one ended up coming out that time of year. I'm pretty sure it was one that was pretty irrelevant, unfortunately. But hopefully it's not, because we're probably going to get it next week. Who knows? If we have enough keys laying around, it might just happen, whether we want to or not. Because basically any gem keys or glory keys we get on that account are being opened immediately, even if there's a mythic that is useless in the drop table. Because the chance of us accidentally getting it is really low. And even if we did get it, it's, well, not that big a deal. Yeah, a mythic. Unfortunately, it'd be a useless mythic. But, still, a useless mythic is better than no useless mythic. Or no mythic at all, I should say. Well, we'll go take a Scolder. Grab a... Unless it's Gargantar, but no, it can't be Gargantar. That was added January of last year, and I think it's currently running around June of last year, as far as the current event system. Or at least that's where the current event is from. The Dragon one that's currently running on it, I think, was from mid-June last year. Am I running 3 Queen of Auroras? No, I'm running 2 Queen of Auroras. Though we do have 4 Queen of Auroras. I could literally run a whole team of Queen of Aurora. Actually, that seems so tempting. Not because it's realistic, but because You know what? We normally have enough sigils to get everything done. Wait, do we even have a full guild right now? Do we need a guild? If anyone's interested in joining the guild, if you can do 1 million gold per week, 200 trophies, 1,500 seals, and participate in all guild events, we do have 1 spot left. Okay, just for fun, since it is April Fool's and everything. Well, this isn't really an April Fool's joke or anything, but it is funny. Let's go use 4 Queen Aurora. Because we can. Not because it's viable, obviously. Why? Okay, let's just do this real quick. We're probably going to lose because it's raids, and raid balls will just keep hitting us slowly and killing us out. Might as well just use the banner of this kingdom as well. Where's the purple red? There it is. We'll use the banner, the unicorn banner. But 4 Queen Auroras with unicorn banner. Let's see what happens here. What's the worst that could happen? Don't you dare give us a Valraven. Good, I was going to say. Let's make this only 1 loss, not 3. Because normally we have excess sigils, so wasting 1 isn't going to be that big a deal. Though we could still win, you never know. Though it's very, 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 very unlikely. Okay, he'll do that. We'll go take the purple that I just created. Somewheres. We'll take that purple for now. Grab another purple. If this was invasions, we could actually probably win. Unfortunately, since this is raids, we're probably ultimately going to lose to Zugoff one-shotting everything on my team. Slowly killing it over time. Plus he has freeze. The second he gets 1 Zugoff, we basically lose. Ew. Okay, good. He's using a useless ability. That is perfectly fine. Keep doing that. What else we need? Grab a yellow to yellow. Get our green going. Actually, I need to take every skull we see. That's the only way we could ever do damage. Yep, we're already going to die on 1. Plus that freezes us. What's the highest chance of extra turn? Looks like a yellow. Come on, lucky yellows. Nice. Okay, we got this. Or at least we're still alive for now. Until next turn comes around. Okay, we almost got a kill. Do we do this on yellow again, or do we go for a secure kill? I think we go for another yellow. Could do buff so it barriers her. Okay, there goes 1. Now we're frozen. We're gonna have to wait that out. Otherwise, no extra turns. Well, actually, we can still extra turn on colors we just don't use. But if I take that yellow, that green right there, we lose our turn. Still taking it though, just so he doesn't get it. Okay, what can I do that doesn't give him anything too good? I guess we'll take that red for now. Quickly does not drop him a skull off the top. We'll take a purple, I guess. Take it this way. Oh, he could have gotten skull there. Oh, never mind. He went for the extra turn. Oh, I missed an extra turn. Not good. Okay, let's go and buff everything up. Yellow seems like our best chance, so we'll do it on that. Or at least best chance of any color we use. Grab all that purple. Grab a... I get so much yellow if I take that skull. I don't have a way to drop that either. Okay, we'll just do this on yellow, I guess. Do that there. Grab all that. No cascade, but we can just go and take that skull. Okay, 1 down. Making progress. 3 versus 3, but Zugoff's just going to keep killing us, so we're going to lose any second now. We'll go for that. Grab it again. Take a purple. Grab all that. Take a... Do I even grab that skull? Get Zugoff next turn. It's so little damage, but how else are we going to damage him? There we go. We'll get a kill. And only 2 left. We're about to get another kill, but let's see if we can at least make it down to Zugoff. Okay, we'll go and... Oh yeah, you still have the full gem spawn, even if you're webbed. Gem spawn is static and does not get affected by the lower magic. Okay, 2-2, except not, because he owns Zugoff. That alone could kill probably all 4 of them. Really had to. This is not an extra turn, so I'm going to take it for a 3. Waiting until that thing unfreezes. Perfect. Okay. We'll throw down yellow. Please don't miss. Good. Grab that skull. Do we let him have that blue? I'm going to take it from him. Unfortunately, that means we don't get any skull. Oh, we just recast this again on yellow. Still no skull. What we'll do it again on yellow. No extra turn. No follow-up either. He also does pretty much nothing. Do this again on yellow, because we don't really have too many other options here. Grab that. Looks like purple now. Yep, purple. Technically red's more populated, but we don't use the color, so no. We'll just take that skull off the top, and pretty much be good to go. We'll take that skull. Grab purple again. Probably just do it again. Still don't have a proper drop for that. Well, we'll go do it again. And wow. Okay. Well, we'll do it for the 5th time now. 4th. Now we're starting to run out of board space, but we'll go take a skull before he accidentally gets something. Take it that way. Oops, forgot 1 extra turn. Apparently there's still more. Looks like we'll have to go purple here, though. I don't think we have a skull drop anywheres. Yeah. Please don't miss. Come on, purple. Got it, but no follow-up. Looks like purple again. Yep, 14 purples. There we go. Take these blues in a way that could hopefully get us a skull somewheres. Which way is the highest chance? Probably taking it this way and try for the skull right there. Perfect. Grab that purple. We can get it for free. Ooh, double skull. Well, he can't really hit us with anything. That's fine. But we can't take both of them somehow. Let me grab that first, though. See that red. Okay, that one's not even a skull anymore, so that's fine. So now he won't grab a skull, so we can still use them later. Can I try dropping into that in any way? I guess we could take this red. We can get it, though. Take that skull right there. If we actually win this, that'd be really sad. Probably not. It's one Queen Aurora. I'll be dead in one shot, even if we have barrier. As soon as he does that. Well, let's see what we can do. One Queen Aurora versus one Zugoff. Who will win? Obviously the Zugoff. But who knows? Maybe we can get lucky enough. Well, so far so good. Wow. Never mind. Queen Aurora, you got this. Do I even risk casting this? Because if we miss... No, never mind. We're frozen. I can't go for it. If we somehow win this... It's pretty unlikely. We need, what, 4 skulls before he gets full mana? And every move he does gives him mana. Yeah, it takes 4 skulls. There's almost no chance we're getting 4 skulls here. We would need a very, very large amount of luck. And we're still frozen as well, so I can't even cast my ability if I want to. What's the safest move here? I'm actually going to take blue here. Oh, I took so much mana. 1 turn, he wins. Okay, we'll do this on purple or green. I guess it doesn't matter too much. We'll do it on purple. Nope. I'm not even sure if we can get another hit on him, let alone kill him. Nope. End of the line. I would have to infinitely loop him without ever missing a turn, while also getting over mana for Queen Aurora, while also hitting 5 skulls. Or 4 skulls. No, 5. So that's not happening. But that's how far 4 Queen Auroras got us. Rip. Obviously, we're going to lose that. But, that's that. Anyways, let's go back to a real team now. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Go put, what's his name back in there? Where is he? There he is. Put that back in. Put Mang back in. Grab, what's it name? Grab a, oh, never mind. I need Banner. That's what I'm trying to look for. Banner and grab a better one. What were we using earlier? What are we not using? Well, we're using every color. So I guess it's a double yellow is fine. I think I had a +2 yellow. Oh, there it is. That's what I was using. Right. No, I'm fine with just a double yellow. Go back to double yellow. Okay, we'll go with that. Keep going. Oh, your cat crossed your keyboard. I miss having animals. I might get another one eventually. It's actually the longest I've ever been without an animal. Actually, it's the only time I've ever been without an animal as well. Let's see. We'll throw that down. But yeah, I think it's been about, how long now? 7 years now. I probably would get a cat if I did get another one. Not a dog or anything like that. Okay, I'll move that over. Probably like a Persian cat or something really, really fluffy. It also has to be hyperallergenic because I'm allergic to so many different furs. Normally I get used to them over time somewhat, but still better to get the hyperallergenic ones. What do we take here? I need Mang before. Wait, why do I keep not throwing Mang at Raid Troop? That's the whole point of even running Mang, is to throw it on Raid Troop, then throw the thing at it. Also, I was kind of joking earlier when I said we could kill it with just our... Oh, never mind. He got unwebbed. Oh, I wish he didn't get unwebbed. I actually want to kill it while webbed, just doing it based on his magic. I mean, based on his mana. We actually would have been able to kill it, too. That would have been 4, which was 20. That would have been 23, which is 85. And then we would be 105. Never mind, that wouldn't have been enough damage. But it still would have been pretty funny if we actually could have gotten into a little bit more mana and killed him out while webbed. Oh, why did I have to unweb us? The one time I wanted to stay webbed. Okay, we'll go and just throw yellows, I guess. Get a free skull out of that. Get another skull. And one more. We'll do it. It's dead. Oh, so hello, Starlight. Welcome. Oh, sorry. I missed your question. What was your question, Analyst? Yeah, I was going on with the other thing earlier. What do you suggest in place of the second Aurora? Elspeth. If you only have one Aurora, put an Elspeth in the last slot. Have the Elspeth hit herself. You do want to wait until the board is set up with a lot of yellow or blue before you do, or else there's a good chance she'll miss. But yeah, you just run an Elspeth to try to rush this thing's mana to full. And if it goes on yellow, the excess will also go into your Queen Aurora. It also allows your team to have slightly higher variety, since you would end up having a random knight there, of which you normally wouldn't be able to draft onto your team this game mode. Of course, that knight might not always be useful, but there's still some knights that could potentially be helpful. Okay, we'll take a skull, grab a one-shot on him. Actually, we'll just go triple skull. See, though, this is how raid's supposed to go. Skull, hit with ability, or you throw Mang on raid boss, skull 3 times, you throw the ability of the raid troop onto last slots, and then you win. That's how a ideal battle of raids will go, at least this late in the game. But they keep trolling us by being actually good. Actually, the teams aren't even like composed of anything. It's just the mana keeps being bad on the board, getting mostly a lack of skull options. A lot of battles so far, we keep getting just basically 0 skulls on the board for whatever reason. But let's see. We'll move that over. There we go. Much better. Grab another one. Poke. And hopefully take that green, and then we just kill. Perfect. That works too. Not exactly what I mentioned, but it still did the exact same thing. And there we go. Hey, why do I even keep checking rewards? There's no way we're getting that today. No, we're not running 3 Queen Auroras. We're running, we were just messing around with that earlier with 4 of them. Okay, we'll grab yellow to purple. Actually, let me just take red. We get Mang immediately. What is the best class to use in your opinion? Titan. And it's not even opinion. That's just fact. Titan is the best hero class in the entire game. It's not even close. It's not even remotely close. There are several that are pretty decent, though, like Plague Lord, Sentinel, Thief hero class, Bard on some instances, and a few others here and there. But for the most part, if you're looking for what is definitively the best hero class in the entire game, Titan is literally the only answer. Or pretty much the only answer. It just covers so much ground. There's a lot of stuff that do something slightly different than Titan, but overall it tends to just be Titan. If you're looking for just all over well-rounded best. Of course, it doesn't do every single specific thing the best, but if you're just looking at overall best, it's easily Titan. Let's see. Is Salty streaming tonight? I believe so. She should be streaming in 15 minutes. Really soon. Probably by the time we deplete all of our battles. And what team without Mythic? The team without Mythic is Mang, the Ray Troop, Christinex, or some kind of other support option for board control or damage, and Elspeth. You could also just go double Elspeth. But yeah, you basically just keep replacing them with Elspeths, or Christinex if you want. There's not too many things to use from this kingdom. The biggest issue. Or at least not, that's not true. Well, actually somewhat true. But there's not too many things to use from this kingdom that are actually good within the game mode of raids, which makes it so we almost have to entirely use Mang into the troop, into the raid troop, just because this kingdom does lack options. By lack options, I mean it has almost none whatsoever that are actually good in higher stat play. Not a single thing in this kingdom is actually good with the higher stats, or against higher stats. Except for like Queen Aurora. But yeah, just putting Elspeths there, or an Elspeth and a Christinex, or any other 2 things you can kind of try putting in there. But Elspeth's probably your best bet, because you can mana generate into the Ray Troop. And depending on if you get a brown or red Knight summon off of her, you could also mana generate into your Mang as well. Okay, what do we take here? So right off the bat, I guess we take a red Surge, so we'll do that. Didn't get Surge, but we did get red. We'll grab a... I don't want a brown, but there's none available. I'm gonna convert all green to purple, which doesn't really change much. We'll take a purple for now. I mean, a blue for now. So we'll grab that. He gets a little bit off of that, a little bit of mana. Still no browns to take, still no reds. I guess we could try dropping it from the sky. Oops, almost forgot that purple. Okay, we got a red out of it. Do I let him skull poke us? No, we are actually really low on durability. That is super low. Gotta be careful, they can kill us. But we'll take that. He'll do some reduction in a purple storm. That's perfectly fine. Let's kill that out. We're still in one-shot range, and we probably will be in one-shot range for a while because of how much extra damage he has off his ability. That alone could end up potentially being 32 additional damage, though on average it's probably going to be about 20. And by 20, I mean 100, because it gets multiplied by 5, of course. Or assuming you have it that high extension. Oh, why did I do that on yellow instead of blue? I guess to try to feed it back into Queen Aurora. But there was more blue on the board than yellow. Okay, let's just grab that for now. And what else? What else? Grab, take yellow again. Get a brown going in there. Get our mana going. Red there to get another Mang. Do we even need another Mang? I guess we're going to poke them with other stuff like casting. Probably just better to actually stick with skulls. Or not. Okay, here, have this. If we poke you 2 times, we'll be able to get it down with ability. We'll do that. And next ability will kill it. Let's just do it on blue because it's so much more populated. And, oh, Skull, you ruined it! Oh, he was going to die anyways, but I guess I technically did it quicker. But he ruins our cast combo. Okay, well, one Skull will knock him out, and there we go. Do you need a max raid troop? Is it worth the orb? No, it's not really worth the orb. The only reason why I really do it, well, there's 2 reasons. One is it makes these events slightly easier. Not much, but, you know, a little bit. You get to save some time. But the main reason I do it is so I have everything in the kingdom maxed. Just so that we never need to worry about troops not being maxed. Because we have enough resources in endgame right now that the only things we really need to worry about doing content-wise is making sure every new troop we ever get is fully ascended immediately. So whatever I need to do that is generally what I do. And yeah, but for the most part, no. It's perfectly fine to keep it at Epic if you just want to get 1 copy or get it to Legendary by getting up to the packs. You don't really need to get all the way to Mythic. You should also not really ever buy past Pack 4. Anything beyond that's kind of a waste, or is a waste, at least until potions come out, and even then it's probably still a waste. You can easily get the entire event done if everyone in your guild only buys pack 2, 3, or 4, assuming you can actually win almost all the battles. Take that, and let's kill that up. Squirrel? What about the squirrel? Oh yeah, we never did give out a code, did we? And I was never able to get out the 1 gold codes. But luckily, she ended up doing the, or they ended up doing the 1 gold Battle Crasher instead, which is kind of funny. But, yeah, let me go hand out a code. I still haven't yet, and we'll actually be ending in like 10 minutes or so, so I'll go get one out for you guys. Code. Did I mark the previous ones? Kind of. I accidentally skipped one. Let's see. We'll do that. Mark this down. Where'd it go? Mark it. Copy. Save. Put this in here. Boom. It does indeed work. We'll put this over here. Actually, I'm really surprised. Almost every code for the last several months have actually worked. I always check them just because there's sometimes they don't, but there we go. Also because I want to claim it for my account, of course. Gotta get that free 1 gem key. It adds up. It definitely adds up. There you guys go. Oops, I didn't even read it. But yeah, same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Use that redeem code right over there on gemsofwar.com. Use the game code section, or simply click that link. Your invite code is whatever your game says underneath the settings menu, whatever your game says there. Redeem code's right over there in chat. Just copy paste it, all the numbers and letters of that random 10 thing. And it works on every platform except for all the console versions. There you guys go. Okay, where were we? Oh, I need to go do some PvP too. You know what, let's actually go do that real quick. With the new weapon. I didn't actually stream that today. I showed it in the previous video real quick. But yeah, this weapon still, oops, that's not the right one. This weapon, still an insanely good weapon. Now it just does what it's supposed to do instead of having a instant auto transform on first slot. But yeah, Essence of Evil, one of the best weapons in the entire game. Prior to the nerf, it could have potentially been like the best weapon in the game. After the nerf, which wasn't really a nerf, it was just them fixing the card to do what it actually said. Because before they had it at 100% transform instead of the intended 10%. Yeah, we just throw this down, get a gigantic disable, get a cast down that's basically like Mountain Crusher, and just go from there. So we have that. We'll go for our disable here. We'll go do that on... No, I don't want it on first slot. Fine, we'll put it on first slot. As you can see, it's completely disabled. No 100% chance to go get the toad anymore. But we'll simply just go do this. A bunch of explosions, do the other one, do it again, and we're pretty much good to go. So I'm gonna take that over. Grab herself a Devourer onto either of them now that he doesn't have stealthy, and pretty much dead. Oh, never mind. And now dead. There we go. Let's win a few PvP battles since it's telling us to go do so. Plus, I'm still at like tier 0. So let's go and get some of these done. Did you buy something on the shop? And if yes, why? What do you mean from the shop? On the Nintendo Switch version, we ended up buying Death Knight armor and what's it called? And Ring of Wonder, just to reduce down the initial grind sum. But yeah, I don't know what you mean by shop. You mean for the event? We bought up to tier 4 for this event, for raids. That's what you're referring to. Oh, what am I doing? We can cast that and just get all that mana. Go and get our Devour onto... I can't do it on him because he has... well, for one, immune to Devour, but also Barrier. That over. No extra turn there. Oh, yes, not what I was saying. Yes, there is. We'll grab all that. Actually, did we even need the jar? We didn't even get to use jar. Whoops. Didn't even get to use jar. Tried it again. Yeah, jar or Essence of Evil is really fun. It's basically one full troop disable with a 10% chance of a second one, while still getting a lot of explosions like a Mountain Crusher. Not as much mana accumulation as a Mountain Crusher, but still pretty effective, similar to one. We get that in one turn with a +2 green banner. They block Golfa, so we don't need to worry about it. Let's see. So now our skulls will do full damage to him as well if we so choose. Not sure if I'm actually going to go for that. I think let's go for mana instead. A little bit of poke. Barrowways and Furnace. Essence of Evil, his hero, so he doesn't have Essence of Evil us. Destroy him with all that. We keep recursing it as well, which not only refreshes all of the fast effects, but it also will make it so they take 5% cumulative chance to cleanse instead of 10. Normally it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, so on and so forth, as turns go by. But while they are cursed, it's 5, 10, 15, 20, and just goes up from there. Okay, so I'll try devouring him. No devour. I'll throw this, even though we're not going to get an extra turn. And then we just kill it with this, and that should be a match. And that's match. Oh, almost match. Now it's match. There we go. Yes, Ring of Wonder is on every version of the game, if I'm not mistaken. It's really only worth it in early game, this late in the game, as well as in late game. In late game and end game, it's not worth it. But in early game and mid game, if you're planning on playing a lot in a given month, it could be considered worth it. Oh, where is it? I don't even know where it is. I only ever bought it once, and we just bought it like a week ago. But yeah, Ring of Wonder, it's underneath the offer section. This has been available for about a year and a half now. And basically, it lasts for a month, or 28 days. And it gives you 50% gold, soul, and EXP bonus for all your battles for those 28 days. And also immediately gives you 200 gems, 200,000 gold, 10 gem keys, and 700 glory. It's okay value. It's mainly only worth it if you're planning on playing like a ridiculous amount of time in a given month, like multiple hours a day, or, you know, it's a lot. That's generally when you end up using it. It's really good for progressing in early game and mid game. Though once you are like level 1000 plus, it's probably not worth it as much anymore. Unless you just want to go really heavy on soul farming or gold farming. Like if you just got 2 fair Shraz, haven't done your soul farming yet, and you were like, huh, I want to go save several hours, this would probably be the time you'd go and throw that down. Or if you're just planning on farming gold and PvP a lot. I wouldn't really do it if you're bothering to EXP farming. It's probably a waste. But if you're planning on doing like an excessive amount of gold farming and or soul farming, it'd probably be worth it. Or if you're just really early in the game, it could use the extra resources. It also tends to be decently worth it. Those are the only times. And I would only say you would ever really need to buy it once. It only lasts for 28 days, but by the time you end up doing the grind throughout those 28 days, you probably have progressed your account enough that you wouldn't need to do it again, most likely. Let's see. But definitely make sure to buy Death Knight way before you ever get that. Like, there's no point in getting a ring prior to Death Knight. Death Knight is definitely way superior because it's permanent and gives way more everything. Also, did we just get destroyed by Glaceon? Glaceon versus Glaceon. My other account actually has one too, and it's been working out pretty decently. Haven't been using it excessively, but yeah, Glaceon is really, really good. Normally it needs Bloodhammer as a, well, it doesn't need it, but it's normally nice to have, as it's a good assisting troop, but not necessary to make it work. What is necessary to make this work, though, is we need green, so we can go cast our, oh, I guess it doesn't matter right now. We're against 4 fire bombs. Whoops. That's not a real team. The easy one to clean her up real quick. But, come on, give us that last little bit of green, then we can give everything full mana. Only problem here is if we don't get Doomskull spam going with this team, the only thing we have for mana is that weapon. And if that weapon doesn't surge, we will not have enough mana to get off of 1 green. So then again, Mountain Curse is kind of the same way. Unless it surges, you don't get enough mana. Unless you set your banners very heavily into it. But we'll do that. Get a Glaceon down. He doesn't ruin it. And he's pretty much dead. Get that down. Get a... wrong one. Grab that. Oh no, 1 mana short. Oh no, this explosion won't get it either. Because you have to explode 2 of the color in order to get +1 for it now. Back when it was 70% and 100%, that was not the case when explosions were set up like that. But now that it's 50%, you actually have to explode 2 of those skull, or 2 of that color to end up getting 1 additional mana. Otherwise, it rounds down. Oh, that didn't kill. What do we even take care of at this point? So this battle's going so slow this time just because we weren't able to get the loop going. Everything that could potentially have done any loop ends up failing us. There we go. And he'll die off of that, I guess. 1 HP. Actually, you know what? We'll let him die to 1 billion stats effects. There we go. Also, I might need to do a video soon going over all the stats effects again. Now that this weapon is relevant. Explaining everything that this weapon does is a video in itself. Now that they've actually reworked it and made it balanced. But yeah, I should probably go do that later this week. Like, you can still get this weapon. All you have to do is just go unlock, go do Darkstone quest line, go and get the hero class from that place, and then go get 250 wins by setting it as your hero class. Every version can do that except for Nintendo Switch. One of the best weapons in the game. And it places every negative stats effect in the game onto a troop. And there is a lot of them. And they're probably just going to keep adding more in time as well. Making this weapon just stronger in time. What do we even take here? Oh, now he's first slot. That's not too big a deal, I guess. So I don't have any alignment, which is a bigger deal here. We'll go disable something else. How about his greed, I guess? That disabled. Not like that really needs to be disabled, but oh well. No point in really putting on the same one again if it's not going to cleanse anytime soon. Go devour the egg, hopefully. Good. Glaceon, do you have alignment? Please say yes. Good. Grab that. And now we can just blood hammer him to death, and it should be pretty much match. There we go. Oh yeah, he has Hunter's Mark, right? Yeah, he should. And then he just dies to that. Keep forgetting that this plays Hunter's Mark too. It does literally all of them. Hunter's Mark does 2 times extra skull damage. So every one of our skulls does double the effect. So if we would have normally have hit 45, it would have done a 90. They also have Fairy Fire on them, so for hitting them with like cast damage, doing like 24, that's going to then hit them with 36. Assuming they have Fairy Fire on them from the put all stats effects on them effect. Okay, we'll move that. Do I take the brown into red, or do we just go all in on the red? As weird as it may seem, even though it's a lot less mana, I think I take the brown into the red because it gives us slightly more brown because it has a chance of surging, which it did. That then allows us to go Glaceon right now rather than having to wait. As long as we have Glaceon alignment right here, it was worth it. We don't, but I'm still going for it. We committed to it. We're going all the way, even if it doesn't give us extra turn. Okay, we'll do that. Get rid of Suna. Pretty much useless Mythic. Grab a Devour here. Do it on Famine before he drains us. Or not. Why does it feel like we never have green? That's the only really big issue with this. You need Green Storm so badly. Mountain Crusher luckily does it into its own color, so you never need to worry about that aspect. So you don't need to go set an entire troop. But the problem right now is there is no viable perpetual Green Storm in this game. There's no troop that just keeps doing Green Storm that's going to work with this thing for the most part. Well, I guess there's some that do it on Def that are okay. But there's none other than Hero that do it at start of battle. Which means you have to use a useless hero class that has Green Storm rather than an actual good one. And there's none that do perpetual Green Storm every turn. Like that of Umberwolf or of the Sun Spear hero class or of Skate Scotty. None of those for green yet. We only have it for those 3 colors if I'm not mistaken. The other 3 still don't have them. So that'd be pretty funny whenever they add it to brown. With how meta brown is right now. With all the weapons and everything. Though it's good to see that they're finally adding some other weapons. Oh, it did Salty end up starting a stream? Okay, I guess I'll head out for the night then. I'll finish the other thing off stream and all that. But yeah, I will not be streaming my other account. We're just going to go head over to Salty stream and I'm just going to be doing all my own tonights and just grinding out a little bit. I will be streaming the other account tomorrow. No official time as far as when that will be. But yeah, we will be streaming the other account tomorrow, and that will overlap our 8 p.m. stream. They'll still go over 8 p.m. stuff if you guys need me to. But yeah, we'll be mainly streaming the other account tomorrow, and it's the first day of Guild Wars on Nintendo Switch. While the bracket system is completely broken beyond all belief, there are some good guilds within our bracket. Oh, sorry, what was your question? Could you please go over some teams for tomorrow's faction delves? Double Gargoyle. You would end up running Mountain Crusher, Double Gargoyle with anything. Queen Aurora would be ideal with that, but you could pretty much just run whatever you happen to have. But yes, Double Gargoyle you would get super cheaply by just throwing some shards that you might already have laying around at Hall of Guardians. Each Hall of Guardian portal has a chance of giving you Gargoyle. Gargoyle is basically like Ketris, but for early and mid game. Though it also works in late game. It just works whenever you need lower mana costs. But that's probably the team I'm running initially. Just clearing it out with Gargoyle. If I'm not mistaken, you can also go Gargoyle Gimlet into something else, which also might end up working. I'm not even sure which option I'll go with. It's still a video I need to go over in the near future too. One that goes over, what's it called? Delve teams. But yeah, this would basically be what you'd run for it. Gargoyle, Gargoyle, assuming you're just doing the free battles. Gargoyle, Gargoyle, Gimlet, and something else, like your hero in first slot with something. You can use literally any weapon in the game. Actually, you'd probably even do it with Evil, now that I think about it. Might as well just use the new Evil with it, and use it like a Mountain Crusher that isn't a Mountain Crusher, just so it doesn't block your Gargoyles immediately. And then you just throw that into like a +2 brown, +1 red. I believe that exists on minus purple, right? Yeah, there we go. But yeah, that's what you would run. Delve Hall. Cheap. There we go. Actually, the only expensive thing here is the Gimlet. Well, not really. He's an epic that needs to be fully traded. That's a little bit more annoying to get, but still pretty easy to get. But yeah, all you do is cast Gimlet. That feeds... Okay, maybe you don't actually do it with that weapon. Because, whoops, he actually converts out all the green. But still, this general premise of those three with some hero weapon. You would convert with Gimlet. You get a bunch of brown. Those browns feed Gargoyle. You cast Gargoyle again. You pretty much won. If that's not enough, they mana generate themselves with their 2 explosions, so you just keep going and going. Assuming you have your delves even somewhat leveled, they'll end up working. Like, if you have level 10 All Kingdoms and at least that started leveling your delve slightly, like level 50 or so, or higher delve level, like 50 to 100, this will be perfectly fine, because Gargoyle gains a boost ratio off all your attack, and it should be able to pretty much go through most of the event without struggling at all, or very, very minimally. Go grab all that. But yeah, does anyone else have any other questions before I head out and head over to Salty's stream? Let me know. Otherwise, the link that Siplom just sent is Salty's stream. Let me just go get it. If you guys still want to go watch it, Salty will be going over, I believe, new Mythic next Friday. She's going over that today. But, let's see. Wait, she says release date? Oh, release date is tomorrow then. If she's gonna say the release date is tonight or tomorrow. It's almost guaranteed if she's gonna say release date. But yeah, I'll go head over to Salty stream, everyone. Now it's mandatory. Everyone go to Salty stream. Because we need to know that release date. Go get her to 200 viewers. She's holding the viewer count ransom again. Hate when she does that. But we need to know when that is. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you all later. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Rest of your week. And yeah, we'll be covering 4.3 whenever she says it is coming out. And I'm pretty sure it's tomorrow or later tonight. Or very soon. It's almost guaranteed this week. The potion effect will not be taking place, I don't believe, immediately until the following week switch over. But we will be getting some of the other aspects of 4.3. 4.3 I don't think will be fully in effect until next week's Monday, even if it does come out, let's say, tomorrow or something. Sorry, Original, what was your question? In a delve perspective, should you go for Megavore or wait for Iron Gut? Iron Gut. Iron Gut's used for way more delves and is more useful. They're both really useful. I think the only real big location where Megavore is used is where Iron Gut cannot be, is, if I'm not mistaken, Crypt. Crypt is one of the main locations where you would use Megavore instead of Iron Gut. But for the most part, yes, Iron Gut is way, way better. Iron Gut, pretty much, if you can use Iron Gut in a delve, Iron Gut is the best option for the delve. Especially if you have the capability of using Apothecary with it, then it's hands down. Because Mountain Crusher, Apothecary, High King, Iron Gut is auto-win every delve, without exception. Sometimes you need to replace out Mountain Crusher for Dragon's Eye, but that triple combo with one other troop is essentially auto-win every delve where it's applicable. as well as this Iron Gut being in there in general. But yeah, Iron Gut's way more important than Megavore. Megavore is nice, but I would wait until, if you had to craft one, Iron Gut's the way to go. It's better just to wait till Iron Gut, most likely. No clue when he will be coming. Could be in a few weeks, hopefully pretty soon. But yeah, Iron Gut's way better. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. Leave a like if you enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you all at Salty Stream, and hopefully soon 4.3. Like, really soon. Like, literally could be within the next day soon. I'll see you all later. Goodbye, everyone.